Hey there, so glad you could drop by for reedykey. This is our little spot, where we can kind of sit with some of life's tougher stuff, but maybe find a gentler way through it. And just a heads up, this video doesn't have a ton of flashy graphics. So feel free to just have this playing in the background while you're doing other things. It's kind of designed for that. So tonight, I was thinking about that feeling. You probably know it, when your mind just won't quit, especially with worries. It can be a lot. It's interesting, actually. There's this ancient philosopher, Seneca, and this was centuries ago, right? But he said something that really resonates. There are more things likely to frighten us than there are to crush us. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Makes you think, doesn't it? And what's pretty fascinating is how that lines up with what we understand about our brains now. Marcus Aurelius, another one of those really insightful thinkers, he also mentioned, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. It's almost like, it's not always the actual event that shakes us, but the whole story our mind spins around it. And modern psychology, particularly something called cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT, they really dig into this. They even use a technique called Imaginal Exposure. It's essentially guiding yourself to picture those feared scenarios, gently, not to cause more stress, but to sort of show your brain, hey, maybe this isn't the disaster we painted it to be. It helps dial down that intense emotional reaction. So yeah, our own thoughts can definitely get things stirred up. But then there's all the stuff we're juggling every day, right? David Allen, the productivity expert, he made a really good point. He said something along the lines of, much of the stress that people feel doesn't come from having too much to do. It comes from not finishing what they've started. And that just feels true, doesn't it? All those little unfinished things. They can just hang out in the back of your mind, creating this sort of background noise. And our imagination can really latch onto that. Then there's that other piece. Feeling like you have to be someone you're not. Paulo Coelho put it so well, all stress, anxiety, depression is caused when we ignore who we are and start living to please others. When we're not really being our authentic selves. There's this quiet tension, This feeling of being a bit off-key, and that can definitely add to the weight. Knowing all this is one thing, but what can we actually do when we're feeling that way? Here are just a couple of simple ideas, things to try. First one, let's call it catastrophe rehearsal. So when there's a specific worry that's really taking up space in your head, maybe a big presentation or a conversation you're dreading, just for about 30 seconds. Let your mind go to the absolute worst case scenario. Then just take a breath and ask yourself honestly, how likely is that exact scenario, really? Usually, it's less likely than our anxiety tells us. And even if things did get a bit complicated, what could you actually do? It kind of helps to reframe the fear, make it feel a bit more manageable. And the second idea is the 2-minute release. This is for all those small, nagging tasks. That one email, that quick call, that little bit of clutter you've been meaning to sort. If it genuinely takes 2 minutes or less, maybe just do it. It's surprising how much mental space even just clearing 1 or 2 of those little things can free up. It's like a small sense of completion. You can kind of see a pattern here, can't you? So much of the stress we feel isn't just about what's happening outside of us. It's so tied up with our thoughts, the stories we tell ourselves, those habits our minds get into, and whether we feel like we're living in a way that's true for us. Our imagination is a powerful thing, and it really does shape how we experience the world. Maybe, if you feel like it, try playing around with that catastrophe rehearsal for one particular worry, or see if there's a 2-minute release you can tackle. Absolutely no pressure, just an invitation. And it's always good to remember what Marcus Aurelius said. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength, that ability to shift things, even just a little, from the inside out. It's definitely there. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching or for listening in, and I really hope you got something out of this. Stay safe out there.